So hey, you're watching Austin Underground. I'm Belicia. I'm here with Canterbats. Would y'all love to introduce yourselves?
I'm Mike.
I'm Scott.
I'm Jay.
I'm Liam.
All right, it's nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So Canterbats, that's a very interesting name. Would you care to explain?
If I can.
Liam came up with it while he was bored at work one day. Before the band ever started, before I even knew him. But I liked him right from the get-go.
How'd you come up with it?
I was just putting diseases and animals together, just killing time, and I was like, that sounds like a good band name.
What were your other options?
Pneumonia Hawk was another one, but I realized no one can spell pneumonia.
I can't.
We have a song called Pneumonia Hawk, and I still can't spell pneumonia, so all our set lists just say PNU, because I'm pretty sure that's how it starts.
It's EU.
Well, there you go.
I just like read off that. I can't spell that.
All right, so y'all also toured as Bat Sabbath. That's interesting. Can you explain that?
Scott,
We got asked to play a cover set at a festival to sort of close it off. We were already playing, and then they were like, "You guys want to do a cover set?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally. Let's do Sabbath covers and call it Bat Sabbath," because they wanted to keep it secret. And yeah, and then we did. It was a lot of fun, and you know, people rocked out. And then it kind of got around some videos on the internet, and we got asked to play it in a bunch of other places. And yeah, so last year we did like a double headlining tour where we co-headlined with ourselves as Bat Sabbath and Canterbats, and we did like 2 hours every night, and it was a ton of fun. And yeah.
So you'd go out, then come back again, the crowd would cheer.
Yeah, exactly.
And Liam would put on a cape.
Yeah, I get changed. Put on my Bat Sabbath gear. Wear like a sexy shirt down to like my belly button, buttoned up, big old cape.
Bat Sabbath is really into chest hair. Yeah. It's a sex machine.
It's because it's 70s era rock, right? So it's all about chest
skin.
hair.
Show as much skin as you can.
These guys let their shirts open too.
That's what I mean. Like we got the hair going.
Yeah, I see
Yeah, it's
that.
all about. I have a tablecloth that I use as a cape that I got from a restaurant in Victoria. That's been my cape for the last.
Did he steal it?
No, the guy who worked at the restaurant gave it to me. But I was like, I'm gonna use this to make a cape for the cover set, and he was like, awesome. And then I tied it up, and then I was like, can I keep this? And he was like, yes. That's been my longest running cape so far for Bat Sabbath.
T-shirts that were ripped before.
2 and 3X t-shirts. Yeah.
All right, so y'all recorded with Ross Robinson, who also records for Slipknot and Glassjaw. That's really cool. So what was it like recording with him?
It was the best thing ever. He's literally the greatest dude on the face of the earth.
It was really inspiring. It was a really great experience. It was beautiful. We were by the beach, and he worked us super hard, but in a really fun way, you know?
Worked him super hard too.
True.
Can y'all like...
He has a beautiful dog named Carl.
Oh yeah,
And we got
he has
Carl's
golden
our new homie too.
retriever.
Carl's the best.
It was the best.
He loves Canadian comedy, so we were homies right away.
I didn't know Canadian comedy was different than American comedy.
Well, it's because all the great comedy you think is American is actually from Canada.
Yeah. Most
Norm
of it is.
Macdonald,
Jim Carrey,
Oh, okay.
Mike Myers,
John Candy.
John Candy,
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd, Martin Short.
Strange Brew, Trailer Park Boys.
I love Trailer Park Boys, but can you like explain a day of recording? Just like a normal day?
It was like, wake up, look at the beach, go get a coffee. Mike and I would sit on the deck and laugh, and then our laughter would wake Ross up, and then he would be like, oh, I love that you guys are like my laughter alarm clock. And then he would come downstairs, he would like work on drums for a little bit, and then we would literally work until 3 in the morning, just like tracking, making noise, being crazy, and just like non-stop all day. And then we'd go to sleep at 3, and he'd be like, all right, I'll see you guys in the morning. And then we would do the same thing all over
Waking
again.
up with a chuckle.
Yeah.
All right, so your new album just debuted, right? Searching for Zero?
Yeah,
Right before here? Yeah. Are you excited about playing the sets?
Yeah, I'm super stoked that it's out. I mean, we've been working on it and sitting on it for so long, so to finally have it out and people can hear it and getting feedback from fans and stuff has been the best.
How long have y'all been working on it?
Well, we spent probably about 6 months like writing and recording it, and then we kind of just like it took a little while to get mixed and mastered, and we had a lot of like home kind of stuff to take care of, so we let the record label work their thing, and then finally it's out. And we can rip again.
So
back to what we're good at.
Yeah. So I read that your influences are like Fleet Foxes, and that's really interesting because I hear your music and I don't think Fleet Foxes. So
wait a second. This doesn't sound like folk music. No, we just listen to everything. So I think like maybe sonically we don't take, you know, like influences like Fleet Foxes, but definitely in terms of like songwriting, in terms of lyrics, like in terms of everything that they like put into their songs, like that's kind of where I'll get inspired on something like that. And just get stoked on, yeah, different styles. I mean, listening to hip hop, take a lot of influence from like, you know, you listen to a great Ghostface song, you're just like, oh, that's an awesome way of like, you know, writing a song, writing a story. So try and take influences from everywhere.
So what other bands influence y'all?
I mean, obviously Black Sabbath's a big one. You know, I mean, that's huge. We grew up on all kinds of like metal and hardcore, so you know it's like in the van we'll listen to everything from Rancid to Sepultura, all kinds of stuff like that. Like, I mean, we could go on. Yeah, Santigold. There you go.
Lots of Santigold in the Hives.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to all kinds of stuff.
Comes from like hip hop music. So
I like all those combinations. So at your shows, do you melt faces off?
Oh yeah, literally.
Constantly. Beware.
Yeah.
Always on the verge of lawsuits just because of all the melted faces. They're like, ooh, this is gonna be awkward again. Angry letters from parents.
Turn around, he's like, guys, take it down.
Keep your face.
That girl's face is about to go off.
Guys.
Melty face in row 3. Shit.
So we provide ointments and like gauze at merch, yeah, for
Lots
a lot
of
of
aloe.
like post-burn victims.
Profits go into like ambulance costs. And
Like after sun. There's a lot of after sun.
For people's faces. I like that a lot.
So y'all had a really interesting thing where y'all had like a pentagram performance. What,
Yeah, we played 6 venues in, this was to kick off our last record, across London, England. We did it in the shape of a pentagram and played 6 shows in 12 hours. It was awesome. It was a dirty party.
People were hammered at like 11:30 in the morning at the first show. There's this guy like,
all these reporters came and they were like, we're gonna do the whole thing, and they started drinking really early, and like half the guys at like Kerrang were barfing by like our last set. It was the best.
our main guy at our record label, who was like, he like put kind of mastermind the whole thing, you know, along with us, and he was like, he's like a health nut, like runs triathlons and all this stuff, and he was drinking. By the end of it, he was like, whoa! I'd never seen him that drunk. It was amazing.
Yeah, so many people were like, the last set was awesome, but you could tell the kids that had been at all 6 shows were just like lying down on the stage and like just so drunk.
they're just like, how are you doing this? And we're like,
We're sober, that's why.
Super. I felt by like the last set, I had caught like another wind, and I was just like, this is awesome. Like, I'm ready to party now.
Yeah, the hardest part was like playing at 11. Not forget like playing 5 shows. Like once we hit 7 o'clock, like we're used to being like beat up and sore.
Show 4 maybe, I was kind of like, I got a bit of a headache where I was like, oh, this isn't good. But then like by like after show 5, I was like, I feel great. So let's do
I think
this.
show 5 was the best. Yeah, that was my favorite.
That was pretty awesome.
So did the pentagram like bring up Satan? Did he like visit y'all?
We didn't see him at all, but you know, I don't discredit his power.
Maybe he doesn't like Canadians. I don't know.
I could see that.
spirit, he was there in spirit.
We're pretty good dudes, so I could see like the Lord of Darkness not being into that.
No, I'm into negativity. What the?
You know, so I could see that.
He's into fire. We're into snow.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't really mix.
Maybe I should invite.
It's fire. Canada. It's Canada in general.
So y'all gotta be.
Just roasting marshmallows and making s'mores. And he's like,
God damn it!
Thanks, Satan.
All right, so y'all are gonna be really busy with tours.
yeah. I think we got a lot of stuff lined up. I think it'll be really fun. It won't be crazy though, you know? It's just going to your favorite cities and hanging out with rad kids and having a good time.
Well, we thank you guys for doing the interview. We hope you have a really rad South by. That was really loud high five.
That was good.
Yeah.
You do too?
That was a week.
High fives go.
I think that was the best, yeah. Well, waves to the thing.